Yeah, it's that side they ain't ready for. We build dogs, not fairy tales. Shogun standing tall, boy, you build brittle. We build different. We run dogs, we don't run mouth, boy, we build different. You bark loud, but your yard look missing. Cloud chase broke, we build different. Built different. Our fam name ring while yours just whispering. Work show loud, y'all just post fiction. This for the real ones, we built different. Talk big online, but your collar still loose. No scars on your boots, boy, who you fooling? Papers look funny, dog acting moody. We raise real hounds, y'all posting for the movies. Gig, hill, grind, elevated, song rockin'. PDK hustle non-stop, bulldogging. Catch guard on deck, big dogs, no jogging. Schoolboy teaching while y'all just blogging. We build different. We run dogs, we don't run mouth, boy, we build different. You bark loud, but your yard look missing. Cloud chase broke, we build different. Shogun, build different. Our fam name ring while yours just whispering. Work show loud, y'all just post fiction. This for the real ones, we built different. Dickie Foster in the trenches, never late. Pyrex got that flame, pure weight. Straight cook. MKM bottom solid, still no flake. Quick C, no gimmicks, real plates. Mike Dan stay pushing that game. When Moon hit the yard, it's no lane. Indoors stay hunting real frame. Show enough certified, no shame. Vernon Star light it up, pure flame. Hemi James torque heavy in the lane. Fake ones stay out the frame. Stay out the frame. Fake ones stay out the frame. Stay out. Workman speaking, name been breathing. Fake love leave quick, real ones keep building. Morning talk running laps while you sleeping. Loyalty crown, Shogun still leading. We build different. We run dogs, we don't run mouth, boy, we build different. You bark loud, but your yard look missing. Cloud chase broke, we built different. Built different. Our fam name ring while yours just whispering. Loud, y'all just post fiction. This for the real ones, we built different. Real certified. Only the real gon' recognize the real. Only the workers gon' respect the work. Shogun Unlimited. No frauds, no flakes. Either you built or you broke, choose up.
Hey, what's going on, man? You know what it is.
What's good, big dog?
You know what it do, man. Toyo, Dre, what's happening?
Salute.
It's a Friday, man. Yeah, Friday, May 2nd, 2025, man. Who's in the chat?
So we got Brother Melee in the building. Salute, big dog.
Mm-hmm.
Then we got the great brother Dickie Foster in the building.
Yes, sir.
We have the Working Man's Journal, Outlaw Kennels in the building.
Mm-hmm.
We got the legend Mike Dan in here with us.
Salute.
Yeah, man. They still coming in, man. They still coming in, bro.
Hey, Melee. Yeah. Yeah, man. Today is that digital dog of the week day too, man. Yeah.
For sure, man.
Yes, sir. Man. So let's kick the day off, man.
Let's do this.
Yeah. We're gonna kick the day off with the Bushido code of the day. And we're gonna talk about courage today. And true courage is living when it's right to live. True courage is living when it is right to live. Yes, sir. Yeah, man, that's what's happening. So, Toyo, how you doing this morning, bro? You all right?
What's up, hey? What's up? Sound like you got a little cold or something.
Nah, man. I'm on a different headset, man. So it probably, I don't know, man. It might be,
Oh, okay.
You know how stream y'all be acting up, man. But how I sound? I'm all right.
Yeah, everything cool. Everything cool. Then she says another mic. Yeah, everything cool.
Yeah, okay. Roger that. Okay, man. So we got the digital dog of the week today, man. So be looking for that, man, because we got that cash giveaway right on the spot. Man.
Hey, yes, let me clear that up real quick too while you're on that subject, bro. Okay. So just so everybody's tracking, we have multiple chats, and so I dropped the link for the dog of the week in the chat right now. I'm gonna be doing some videos on that as well, releasing them to make sure everybody understands exactly which each chat is, because we have multiple streams of WhatsApp to communicate with us. Dog of the week is specifically for the still photo contest that we do every Friday, right? Dog of the month is no longer going to be a chat. It's going to be voted upon based upon the dogs that won dog of the week for that respective month. Then we have the digital dog show. That's for the videos, like for the short video up to 2 minutes long for your digital dog show entry, showing the teeth, walking, the dog, frontal view, side view, and maybe the dog working if you got some video of the dog working or whatever. And then video could be up to 2 minutes long, For the submission, we need to know your cash app, the dog's name, age, color, and sex. And so I'm gonna keep just reiterating that because we be getting some of the dog of the week dropped into the wrong WhatsApp, and I'm not gonna try to decipher, because what happens is when I go into edit, I look at the dates that it was submitted. So if you go in the wrong chat, man, no disrespect, but it makes it entirely too much work to try to decipher it. Either you put it in the right chat with the right format, or it's what I'm saying, it's a free entry, But yeah, I just want to put that out there, man. But thank you to everybody who did enter, and salute.
Yes, sir, man. Yeah. So we gonna go ahead and jump into the show announcements, the ADBA show announcements, man. Yeah.
Big A, that's cold. Bro, that is cold, bro. I appreciate it, man.
No
they'll
problem,
be doing the work.
Man.
They'll be doing the work, Toyo. Hey, that brother Big A, this ain't looking official.
Hey, man, so appreciate it, man.
Yes, sir. Salute.
Hey, I gotta put on for the team, man. And I gotta put on for everybody in the chat, man. I gotta try to make this as official, like my little brother say, as official like a ref with a whistle. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. But anyway, though, man, upcoming May, June 2025 ADBA shows. May, we got that Carolina Bulldog match, man. Charlotte NC, man. We got the judge, Tasha Reyes, man. Judges can't change, so take it with a grain of salt. For the events, we got confirmation, weight pool, junior handling class, and it's hosted by Carolina True Grit Bulldogs. Okay. On May 18th, we're shooting out to the West Coast. We got the Working Dog Classic in Bakersfield, California. Excuse me. Judge is Sean Harlow. Top Dog Obedience, Confirmation, Treadmill Race, and they will have vendors for raw food suppliers, elite collars and leads. Shooting out to the Midwest, to that show me state, man. We got that Midwest Muscle Classic, St. Louis, Missouri, man. We got the Judge Dave Luan. That's misspelled up there, but it's Luan. We got events, weight pool, protection demos, fun classes, and Working Dog Showcase. Shooting out to that East Coast, man, to that tri-state area. You in that tri-state area, you can make it, man. East Coast Legends Show, Newark, New Jersey. We got the judge, Vicky Mendoza. The events are standard confirmation, wall climb challenge, and if you're down for an after party, they got to meet up at Brick City Breeze headquarters. I don't
Hold
know.
on. I'm sorry to interrupt. Forgive me. You said they got a protection demo at an ADBA show now.
Yes.
Shout out to the game. Shout out to the game.
Hey,
Yes, sir.
Hey, check this out. Big A, June 8th. You ain't got to this one yet. June 8th, they got a dog show in Texas.
Yes.
Okay. Shout out to the game.
Yeah, but for the Newark, New Jersey, man, they got an after party meet up at Brick City Breeze headquarters. I don't know, but if y'all know, you know already, man. So now we shooting down to that Lone Star, man, with that Lone Star Legacy show. Man, we got the Judge Chris Jacobs. We got we got man. Hold up, man. Okay, we got the Judge Chris Jacobs. We got confirmation protection introduction, vet talk booth, and we got legacy lineage parade for old school kennels. Yes, sir.
I feel like this, man. Big A, I feel like this, man. I'm not gonna say that. I'm the only one doing it, man. But I think that I think the Shogun Army had a lot of influence on this protection stuff coming to these shows, man. I genuinely do. Like, there's a lot of people who do protection work with their dogs, man. But as far as like publicly with it, like, I like that makes me feel good, man. I feel like even if nobody gives us credit, bro, we're affecting change, man. We're affecting change. I ain't never seen a protection demo in no dog show since I've been back in the show circuit. You know, it's about 6 years now. So, man, that's crazy. But I ain't gonna stand no high horse enough. But I just want to put that out there, like,
hey,
ADBA, y'all see us.
Hey, we was talking about it when it wasn't cool. But
Not
saying that it wasn't done prior to, but okay.
Man.
So let's
hold on
just a second.
The chat. A lot of people came in the chat, specifically the queens and some of our brothers, man. So let me shout them out real quick, and we get right back to it.
Yes, sir.
All right, Wifey in the building. She said, "Good morning, chat. Sure to hit that like, follow, and subscribe."
Salute.
That's my wife. And
then, Queen.
Bad Batch, they top of the morning.
Bad Batch.
Salute.
Brother Supreme in the building. Yo.
Supreme.
Salute.
Queen McFarlane in the building.
Salute,
yes,
Queen.
RBG Lone Wolf in there.
Salute the Wolf.
Big C say,
Yep.
Hey, Big C say he looked at the website for that May 11th show. He said it's not there. It was there when I don't know. Maybe I have to check up on the updates, but it's should be there. I'll double check and see what's going on.
Let me tell you what happens with that. So each club is responsible for their own promotion. So what happens is if they're editing the show or they're editing the narrative for the show in any way, it takes it down, and then you have to check in daily to see the changes. But also, that's why I used to call it the contact number, so you can contact the person, the point of contact for the show. And
I'll see if I can provide that.
Yeah, and call them and get information whether it's canceled or whether they're just editing the site.
Yeah.
The great brother Yellow One came in the building. He stuck in here, man. You know what I'm saying? What's good, big dog?
Hey, what's happening?
Salute.
Yeah. So, should I go ahead and jump to the nutrition?
Yes, sir.
Okay. Yeah, so for the nutrition facts of the day, man, we got strong nerve and development in working puppies. So, beef liver, raw or lightly seared, is high in iron and vitamin A, boosts brain function and stress tolerance. Cooked turkey, plain, unseasoned, contains tryptophan. I gotta look that up and see exactly what that is. Tryptophan. What's that? Can you tell me what that is?
It's the chemical that makes you sleepy after you eat Thanksgiving dinner.
That itis. Yeah. Yeah. I've heard it before. It just all clicked now. Yeah. Contains Say it again for me.
Tryptophan.
Tryptophan contains tryptophan, precursor to serotonin, keeps the pup calm and balanced. I've been giving Michonne some turkey necks lately, man. I've been seeing that. I've been noticing that firsthand. Next, we got sweet potatoes, baked steamed, no skin, loaded with beta carotene, fiber for gut health, stable emotions. Yes, sir. Bonus, add on sardines and water, rich in omega-3s, sharpens brain function, supports nerve and eye development. Yeah, yes, man. Sir.
Hey, you said it's got serotonin, it produces serotonin, correct?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so what's cool about serotonin is the happiness endorphin. So you know what I'm saying? That, for example, if you can find a food that releases serotonin in yourself, it can help you deal with the depression holistically as opposed to taking antidepressants, man. So that was a good game for both the dogs and the humans.
Yeah. Yes, sir, man. Man, y'all quiet this morning, man. What's going on?
I ain't quiet, bro. I was just talking.
Yeah, man. It's Friday, man. I had my coffee. I think I'm the only one up here that drank some coffee this morning.
I don't think you got a PC test in an hour either, though. You know what I'm saying?
Oh, roger that too. Reserve that energy, man. Reserve that energy. Yeah, man. But let's take a deep dive, man, into the subject of the day, which is building natural confidence in puppies without force. Because we had that conversation yesterday about killing the drive. Let's talk on the opposite side. So, you know, what are some things that you could build natural confidence without force when it comes to building your puppies?
Okay, so go ahead, Victoria.
Well, I was gonna steal something from you anyway. Basically, when you playing with them and stuff, some of the things you could do, like Dre said yesterday, let them win, stuff like that. So let me start off with that. You go ahead, Dre.
All right. Well, one of the things that I didn't really go into yesterday was your octave, and talking about what octave is. And from the trainer's perspective, they say women trainers typically do better than male trainers because of your octave.
Mm-hmm.
Not only do you want to reward the dog, but you don't want to sound like Shrek when you're trying to reward the dog. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Low tones typically mean correction. High tones typically mean elation. So as an example, when they do something good, if you don't have a treat available, you can say, "Good boy," or you can say, "Good boy, that's a good boy." Come on, son. The reason why people do that, or the reason why I do it, let me not tell people, everybody has their own reasons. The reason why I do that is because that octave, the high pitched octave, sounds like a prey animal. It gets them excited. It releases that serotonin we were talking about. So that's gonna build excitement, and it's gonna build excitement for that activity. So the first step is just how you communicate that elation and build that want to be confident.
Roger that. Yeah, man, and I definitely agree with that, man. I just try to play with the puppy and let the puppy be a puppy and find out what's kind of like grabbing the puppy's attention. And as soon as I can click with the puppy and build a bond, then the progress begins as far as, building confidence and everything like that. But I've dealt with skittish dogs, and I've dealt with, overconfident dogs and all of that. But building confidence is different with each one. Sometimes you got to use different tactics for different or different strategies for different situations. I give you an example, like for a skittish dog, I always try to be firm and just a tad bit higher than what I speak when I regularly talk, so I can build that confidence in the strong voice. With a more confident dog, it's it's a less of a approach in that direction. But that's an example though.
For sure. Brother Spring, what's good, big dog?
Yo, greetings and salutations, my brothers.
What's happening?
Man, beautiful morning. Thank the Lord that He woke me up this morning. I can't complain.
What you said.
People sometimes they get them puppies and they just do too much.
Mm-hmm.
They just do too much. If it was a puppy Labrador or those big ass mountain dogs that say people with the mouth was in the Saint Bernard. If it was a puppy Saint Bernard, would you be still doing that rough ass, tough ass outlaw shit with the damn puppy? No, you wouldn't. You would be loving and cuddling that motherfucker. So love and cuddle that motherfucker until he or she turn on and show you something different.
Yeah, man.
Hey, look. Hey, hold on a second. I gotta tell you this story while you mentioning that because he gets some dogs and stuff. So one of my coworkers, right? Hey, look, I'm gonna bro. Sometimes the world will make you be an a-hole. And y'all know I go out of my way not to be a jerk, right? I go out of my way to not be a jerk to people. But while we're on the subject of building national confidence in puppies, okay, first thing is like, Supreme, thank you for saying that. So my coworker yesterday, she's like, I bought a husky. And like, okay. She's like, I heard you train dogs. Can you train my dog for me? What do you think I told her?
Yeah.
What do you think I told her?
No.
Yeah. No, I train. No,
Yeah.
I said, look, man, I'll give you tips and stuff, but you can't afford me. She said, well, how much do you charge? I said, man, for 6 months, I'm charging you $10K. You know what I'm saying? Her eyes got big, and then one of my other coworkers came over and joined the conversation. And I said, what kind of puppy do you even have? She said, I have a husky. I said, okay. Most trainers do not like training huskies. Huskies are more willful than American Pit Bull Terriers. Y'all don't know this, how you know. Generally speaking, like, of course you're going to have good ones and bad ones, but like, generally speaking, huskies are very, very willful dogs. They have a lot of the wolf or a lot of the canid lupus left in them. So they
My neighbor has 2 of them.
Okay, but check this out. Now, one of my favorite dogs besides American Pit Bull Terrier to look at is huskies because I like how much they look like the wolf. She shows me the picture, and guess what the dog is?
What?
That's not how guessing works.
Man, a husky.
Nah, it was actually an Alaskan Malamute, which is very, very commonly mistaken for a husky. But the Alaskan Malamute was bigger than the husky, and the quickest way to tell the difference is how they carry their tail. And so I explained that to her. I said, look, the Alaskan Malamute carries its tail like a Japanese Akita. It's curled up. A true husky, typically, if it's not excited, the tail hangs down just like a wolf. And so she goes straight to Google. She Googles it. She gets the information from Google because apparently my black butt wasn't enough to answer the question. So she gets that. I'm like, okay, the Malamute, I'd rather work with a Malamute. They're significantly easier to train. And I compare that to the German Shepherd versus the Belgian Malinois. Very similar looking dogs if you don't know what you're looking for. But as far as we're talking about building confidence in a puppy, that the husky is going to be less confident because it doesn't want to work for you than that Malamute. So when you're trying to get a dog to build a confidence, understanding what breed you're actually looking at matters. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like, do you have a willful breed that needs to that you have to build a relationship with, or do you have a breed that's predisposition to training, like a Lab, like a German Shepherd, like a Malamute, like a standard poodle? You know what I mean? That matters too. And so she didn't even know what kind of dog she had. So how's she gonna get a dog what she needs? You know what I'm saying? So I'm glad that Supreme brought up that Saint Bernard thing because that was another breed that we mentioned about being easier to train. So salute and well, we keep the show rocking, Biggie. My bad.
Oh, you good, bro? You good, man? Yeah.
Would you train a Doberman?
Yeah, Dobermans were made to be trained. Like
especially for what you would want them to do.
Yeah.
My bad.
I'm finna test out some of my little training skills. My little cousin, she's finna buy a little female Doberman. I told her don't get it fixed. I ain't training.
Hold up, bro. Check this out. With the Doberman is one of those breeds that the general public has ruined. You have 2 Dobermans now. You have 2 German Shepherds now. You have multiple American Pit Bull Terriers now. What I mean by that is, genetically, these dogs are very, very similar. But based upon the culling process and the standards of each kennel, they have Dobermans now that are only Dobermans in look. You got a V6 Mustang and you got a GT Mustang. Some of these dogs, all these breeds are just V6 Mustangs. They look like it, but they ain't got no get up and go. And you need to know the breeder, because the Doberman breed has definitely been destroyed by American breeders. Definitely been destroyed by American breeders. So when you go in there, you can't generalize the dog. That's why programs and people are so important in these dogs. But yeah, if you got a good one, you got a good one. If you got one that's just bred for looks and showing, then that's what you got.
Yeah. Yes, sir. Yeah, man. So another thing that I like to do to build confidence in pups is I like to expose them to a lot of noise. You know, as soon as they get into my house, especially not like new age, even old times, like while they're in the kennel, I'm running the vacuum. Day one is running, you know, it's going it's going up to the kennel, up to the cage. I'm doing all types of stuff. When I leave the house, I might put it on YouTube and put it on something and turn the TV up a little bit on some, you know, surround sounds. I just try to expose them to a lot of natural and unnatural noises and stuff like that at a young age before their brain starts to develop fully. Yes, sir.
Can you dive into that a little bit more, Big A?
Okay. Okay. So, what do you like?
You gave me a factual statement. Now I want to hear your opinion of that fact.
You want to hear my opinion?
Yeah, your opinion. I want to hear what Big A got to say about it.
All right. So I've had pups that I really more so neglected on as far as giving them exposure. So a lot of things that would happen, I couldn't, you know, it was more of a hard break. For example, I used to have a dog that used to try to eat the lawnmower every time I run the lawnmower. You know what I'm saying? And, you know, and stuff like that. Like, for example, you and Saki with the broom and stuff, like, you know what I'm saying? That'll get them activated. So, you know, little things like that, where when they're pups, you can kind of try to control the situation. Because I mean, some people might want that type of action from those type of that type of reaction from those type of situations. But like Michonne, she was the same way with a broom as a puppy. And, you know, finding certain things out that you could break with a puppy or you know, or encourage, you know, or get them relaxed around that situation. So, you know, like I say, man, some people have dogs that are highly active or more reactive, and you run that vacuum, they might try to eat it. And then you might have another dog on the other end, you run that vacuum, it might try to, you know, dip and dive or curl tuck, or, you know, I mean, tail tuck, or, you know what I'm saying, or whatever. But each situation is different for each puppy, you know.
For sure.
Yeah.
That's why a lot of that stuff y'all saying I can relate to, because like it was always in my experience, like, you know, when you keeping them dogs inside the house and stuff like that.
Yeah.
To me, depending on what type of stock you got, I really don't like it a lot. But from where I'm at, we had to keep them in the house a lot, unless you had, you know, somebody had big farm or something. But basically, to me, sometimes the dogs got to be outside, man, because a lot of stuff we be correcting inside the house. You know, I be scared. I be, you know,
taking the
dog from them. Taking the dog from them. You know what I mean? Because at the end of the day, they want to be a dog, but inside the house, they acting a little wild and stuff. You trying to domesticate them in the house, so that, you know, they not really doing nothing wrong. They just being a dog. So a lot of times you be having that working against you. Salute.
Yeah, no, that's what I was saying. Yeah, because you got people, you know, like some people want that as an encouragement, you know. But yeah, what were you about to say, Supreme? My bad.
I remember when Faye did something. I want to say this was like a year or two ago. We was on live. We had a little accident, and and I ain't really want to correct her. I really didn't want to, but seeing as though she only had one other dog to be around, and now she kind of cool with him. She really don't be checking him no more. It was more so over like the love. She ain't want to see me getting rubbing on no other dog, or laid up against another dog, and nothing like that. She'd just go crazy, and I used to have to discipline her for that. And I ain't doing that shit anymore.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Yeah, man. But that's something. And let me look at that chat because I was looking at some. Let me see. Hard Fitter said, "I'm not big on building confidence. What I do is take them away from what's destroying their confidence." That's a heavy one right there, man. That's simple, dry, and cut. And you know what I'm saying? If it work, it worked, And I definitely could see that too. I've experienced that side too, Yeah, man. Yeah. Yes, sir.
Yes, sir. Salute.
Yeah.
Community jumping off.
Yeah, I'm flipping through the chats, double screening, but yeah, man. So, in the process of doing that, what do you think that does for the pup and its once the pup starts to mature? Do you think that building confidence at a young age adds personality, but a faster maturing setting for the dog?
I mean, yeah, you can have an 8-year-old dog. Like let's you can have a phenomenal 8-year-old dog, one of the best dogs you ever had. But that courage at a young age wasn't built up, so he only got his courage on the yard. As soon as he's pulling out that yard, that courage gone.
Yeah.
But you got something off of him that's ain't nothing but 8 months old. You can take that joker to California, and he go act like he in the backyard. Because you got that confidence over him.
Yeah, man.
Yeah. Oh yeah, they could be gassed up now. They could be gassed up. You could have them thinking they Superman in their head and all that. You know what I mean? But they just like humans. They could get gassed up too. Like for sure.
Yeah. And I've seen dogs. My mentor, his main dog wasn't. It wasn't the best dog on his yard, man. And his dog, but the confidence that his main dog had was above any dog in the yard, and they knew it because he made, he put that into the dog to where the dog was more confident than, its ability.
Right. That's very important because just because you gassing that dog up and fooling them, making them think all that, it's still you still like it's up to him to really be that. But you can gas them up now. You can gas them up. I done seen a lot of them be out here gassed up like I don't know what. Boy, you be thinking like they'll kill the world. So
yeah.
Sure.
Hey, I'm watching Dre's son over here with the bike sleeve on. All I can think of is Dre's son taught Dre everything he knows.
Hey, look, and what you talking about, Big Toy, about that in the house and outside situation is it be like this. You gotta let the dog be a dog, let the puppy be a puppy. Because me personally, I don't build confidence or shatter confidence. I let the pup show me who they are.
Yeah.
And then if it's a pup that's lacking confidence, I take it away from what's taking its confidence.
Yes, sir.
And let that pup naturally get back that confidence on its own.
Yeah.
ATF, that's you?
Yeah, this me.
Man, you sound like you from around the way, H&F. You sound like you in the Maryland area. You sound like you from around the way.
You know I am big here.
Okay.
H&F, salute, bro. How you feeling this morning?
Oh, I'm good. I just had to jump in on this situation.
Oh, that's what's up.
Yeah, because Big Hill was saying about inside and outside. That situation still come back down to how you treat the pup. Because me, I will up all my litters inside, but I still treat them like they outside for certain things. I do not correct none of my dogs on everything.
Mm-hmm.
So see, some things is, you got to be a bulldog.
Yeah.
But what I will correct my dogs on is when and when not to do it.
Yeah. That's pretty much, that's where I'm at with it. Because, like I said, that whole situation with the broom, I could fire Michonne up on a broom at any given time. But she knows that, that's not nothing that we play with. That's nothing that we mess with. But you know what I'm saying? It's that type of situation because she'll fire up on practically anything I want her to, damn near, as far as objects.
And like I said, and then that goes back to letting them be individual dogs. Because what you say with the broom, when I had the 911 litter, all 9 of them would fire off on something like that.
Mm-hmm.
But at the same time, some of them wanted it more than others, and some of them, these two were doing it, wouldn't go to it, but soon they stopped, they would go to it. See, all of them gonna have their own individual personality. It's just up to you to let them grow into that personality or hurt that personality.
Yeah.
Man, that's my cousin, man. That's my cousin. I'm telling you, that's my cousin, Slim. That's my cousin on the mic, yo.
Yes, sir.
Hey, it sound like I'm down Rhinewood over Eastport somewhere, man.
That's what's up. Yeah, man.
Salute, H&F. Salute, bro.
Look, I got H&F here, man. H&F, bro. You know what I'm saying, man? You've been killing these boys in this digital dog show, man. For those of y'all who don't know, H&F is Heart and Finish Kennels. All right, we just showed it in the chat, man. But hey, look, that boy been applying pressure. You know what I'm saying? Hey, salute. I just gotta say salute, bro.
If y'all people I say dog, he say Doug. Y'all people I say.
Hey, look. And the secret is I ain't putting no pressure on them. I'm just pulling dogs off the chain.
I don't want.
Hey, tell him again, Ace and F, man.
That's what's up, though, man. Nah, for real.
We're gonna show our little bit come out this month, though. You know what I mean? I'm bringing Batman and Queen out.
All right, he's talking about Batman. Ace, that's my favorite. No, King.
Yeah,
it's King Smoke. King Smoke, my for that brindle.
Yeah, you stay on your side.
Smoke your favorite. Hey, you smoke your favorite, Preem, but Batman, the world's favorite.
Yeah,
I mean, hey, I'm a little different. I'm different. Yeah, I'm different.
Yeah.
Okay.
Man.
Oh, big A. Speaking of H&F being in the dog shows, man. What's up with the dog shows?
Yeah, man. We got the Digital Dog Show coming up tomorrow, 9:30, man, Central Time, 9:30 Central Time, and we got 3 free T-shirt giveaways, man. You got to be there to get it, though. And we're gonna be having Dog of the Month voting also, and we got cash giveaways for all winners, man, of each category. So that's a salute to everybody who got involved with that, man. And then you cannot forget that this month, May, this is the month to get in that Digital Dog Show. We got over 600 cash and giveaways for winners and for the call outs, man. Y'all stay tuned for that. And if you ain't involved in that, man, what you doing? Don't sit on the sideline, man, and talk trash when you could be out here getting that cash, baby. You know what I'm saying?
You know what I'm saying? Now, if you do get involved, remember, we all friends, but this is competition.
It's really about the dogs, man. At the end of the day, it's really about the dogs, showcasing the dogs, man. Let us see some good dogs, man. And hey, and being involved in all of that, man, you might get paid. Hey.
So H&F had rolled out, but I was going to ask him, how much of my money has he taken this year?
Ooh, shoot, all of it.
Because he won our fantasy football league too.
All of it. Yeah.
He won the fantasy football league. I wasn't excited about that. I was kind of mad about that.
Mm-hmm.
I thought I had something with that.
Yeah. So, question. Before we move on just a little bit. Oh, did you put the link in the chat for people who want to get involved in the Dog of the Week or the Digital Dog Show?
So on the YouTube side, it's a pinned comment, so it stays at the top.
Oh, okay. I got you. Got you. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Hey, and if y'all ain't a member, man, I don't know what you're doing, man. We got some good stuff coming up this May. Yes, sir. Man, be part of this movement, man. You know what to do. Man, so the question I was gonna ask, bro, is introducing pups to a leash and collar. And some gravitate towards it, some try to eat it, some deny it. How do you handle that situation?
Well, there's different ways you could do it. Like, I mean, basically, I just put the collar in and a leash on them and go immediately outside walking. They're gonna be bucking like a like a horse, like one of them stallions. They're gonna be bucking for a minute or whatever. Yeah. But you know what I mean? You just go ahead and keep moving. They'll figure it out. Try to little things I would do, like because sometimes they just going in every direction you want to go straight. So just to try to get them going, you just let them lead the way real quick. Like, let them lead wherever they pulling at. Just go ahead and follow them real quick if you can get it like that. You know what I mean? But just stay with it. They'll get it. I think I heard somebody a couple years ago in the community say something that was a jewel. They said in the house, put the collar and the leash on them and just drop it down and let them run around with it first to get used to it. Stuff like that. But go ahead.
I think I said that, man.
I said that. I want the credit for that. He said, "Give me my credit."
Yeah, and another thing, I do once it's introduced, especially if you housebreaking a dog, man, I keep that leash and collar on them whenever they out the kennel for proper maintenance when it comes to handling the dog. Yeah,
I ain't never did that.
Yeah, man.
I usually just take the mama out, and I probably had somebody walking the mama in front of me, and I'd probably be behind her with the pup and shit. Yeah. After a week of that, shit, it's a wrap.
Yeah. It's not one way to do it. It's not one way to do it.
When I put the collar on, like now, when I put the collar on, man, she turns to a stalker. Boy, I can't even turn around without her being on my ass.
Yeah, Big
like,
C
come
say,
on.
Yeah. You say, Big C say, my pups wear a collar as soon as possible. I introduce the leash a week or so later. Yeah. He said, I let them get used to the collar first. Yeah. Yeah. I just try to have the leash and collar as small and thin as possible, so it feel like nothing. When they 8 weeks or so, Yeah.
Another thing I do when I'm introducing to the leash and collar is even if I don't use a back tie with the dog, I'll use a little screw in the ground chain setups or whatever.
Yeah.
And let them start there and break themselves on the pull. You know what I'm saying? In conjunction with conditioning them to short walks and rewarding them for walking politely. But yeah, man.
Now, next question. With doing all of these things that most of us might already do with the pups, even if they're letting the pups go, do you think that increases the value of the pup as far as from point A from breeder to owner, seller, consumer?
Not really.
Okay.
The consumer has to appreciate it for that to be a factor. How I put it. If the consumer appreciates that and they look at that as a service, then yes. But some consumers I would have just done it myself and I wouldn't want to know the added value. It's kind of like I look at it like when you go to Jiffy Lube and they change your oil. You know what I'm saying? They come at your cabin air filter is dirty. You act for another $50. Nah, I don't. I ain't coming for cabin oil filter. I came here for oil change, and that's what I wanted. You know what I'm saying? So
right.
I think that's an agreement upon the consumer themselves and the breeder.
Got you. I got you. Toyo, Mr. 17,000. What you think, bro?
Yeah, what's up? What's up?
What you think, Mr. 17,000? Like, cause nah, man, cause no, that's real though. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. The price is real.
I'm
The price
saving.
is the
I'm
price
saving
is
up
real.
now.
The
I'm
price is
saving up
real.
on now.
Okay.
Yeah.
But go ahead though, bro.
You said that if you held that pup to a certain extent, it's 1,000 without a doubt 17 bands. So you're not just gonna leave that pup laying around and doing anything like that. You're gonna have interactions with that pup. Along with the interactions and the things that you do with the pup, do you think that increases the puppy's value?
Yes, sir. Yes, it do. The more time I spend with it, the more time I get to put my experience on that dog. That's why the price go up. You dig what I'm saying? Because I'm putting some work into that animal for you. You know what I'm saying?
Man, Big Kill gonna tell that puppy he getting sold for 17,000. That puppy gonna be like, "Oh yeah, I'm gonna go eat caviar and steak."
Well, no, I'm saying these things and I'm pointing this out to the point to view it from a standpoint like this. Like, I'm not a breeder, so take what I say with a grain of salt. But this is for me out from the outside looking in. If I was breeding to the public and I had a certain age limit that I was going to let the pups go to ensure that they're healthy, to go through the whole process and everything. I might not let them go to their 6 months, might not let them go to their 8 months. In that process, irregardless to what you're doing, whether you're housebreaking them, whether they're going to be on a chain, whether you're going to work them on slap meal, introducing them to hog hunting or just building the prey drive. All of that stuff is something that you would get when you get the puppy if I was a breeder to the public. So all that time involved, I believe that increases the value of the dog upon purchase. So it doesn't matter which direction you were going, even if you would do it yourself. If I'm only letting these pups go at 8 months or whatever the case may be, because I might have a vetting process where I'm vetting these out and I need to see some myself. So by the time the purchaser gets it, it's pretty much good to go on all categories. So I would believe that would increase the value of the dog itself.
I see what you're saying, bro.
Mr. 17,000. I feel you.
Yeah, when you get into making your prices and shit like that and doing things like that, man, you know what I mean? You try and get you try to put some respect on your work. You dig what I'm saying? You know what I mean? Like, it ain't for everybody. But you know what I'm saying?
You give that puppy a better chance of survival.
Right.
Leaving your hands with a little bit more. Yeah.
It ain't for everybody. It ain't for everybody. You know, I know that. You know, it ain't for everybody. But hey.
Yeah.
Hey, it's what it is.
Bro. Yeah. So check this out. I'm a barber, right? And in the barber industry, it's a controversial thing, but you guys got to look at it from a standpoint like this. All right. If I'm a barber and I'm charging, which I know barbers that charge $1,000 per cut, they out in Vegas cutting, stars and all types of stuff, whatever the case may be. But you can find them on YouTube doing their thing or whatever. But if I charge $1,000 for my services, and you decide to pay it for my services, that is a deal that we brokered, that we came up with. You know what I'm saying? It's your choice whether you want these services at this quality or not. So, it's the same thing when it comes to business, handling things from a certain standpoint. So if you have a certain standard that you are setting to the public or whatever the case may be, I don't care what you, from a standpoint, it could be, I don't care what you want. I'm giving, this is a standard. What you get from me is good on all categories, and I have a vetting system to the point where when you get it, it is this, so and you can do whatever you want to. You want a house dog, it could be a house dog. You want it in the yard, you want to work it, it could be that. But it would have a standard as to what I would let go to the public. And I'm just speaking hypothetically because I haven't had my hands on it and I know all the work that goes into this. So it's no just like, you know, it turn around and bow, you know. So, you know, but if you had a set standard, I believe that, you know, whatever you charge, what is the work that you put in. Nobody can put a dime, they cannot put a price on the time that you put in, because let's face it, man. You know what I'm saying? We can lose all the money in the world. You can get that back, but one thing you can't get back is time, and time invested in these dogs. So that's all I wanted to say about it.
Yeah, salute to the people who get the ticket for what they get their ticket for their product. You see that dude? You see that dude out there with the Hulk dog? I see dogs sold for $100,000 and stuff like that.
Yes, sir.
You see Chico Lopez selling his shit, whatever. If he's lying or not. But like I like my dogs better than them dogs. I ain't gonna lie. So why I can't price mine the way I want? They feel confident about them doing them. So I feel the same way about my dogs. That's all right.
Yes, sir.
Hey, so speaking of the Hulk, man, rest in peace to the Hulk, man. He passed away this week.
Who? Oh, I did see that, man. Yeah, R.I.P. to the Hulk. Yeah. Hard finish say that's extra big, because if I keep a pup that long, the only way it's leaving is to a trusted dog person. Salute. I fully understand and 1000% agree. But I was just hypothetically speaking, if I was pushing a product to the public and I wanted a certain standard. Like I was overseas in Germany for a while, man, and the standard that they have on their working dogs is a strict vetted system. So if you're going to get a dog that didn't even make it, it is going to be a high quality dog because it made it through most of the vetting system if you're getting that working dog. So you know what I'm saying? That's all I was saying, you know, because a lot of things that I see, you know, versus certain standards where dogs actually came from, like the country or whatever, their standards are very strict. And you know what I'm saying, as far as the vetting system, so those dogs meet the traits that they're supposed to meet. So that's all I was saying, man. Just a guaranteed vetting system that anything that would go would be of a certain quality, a certain standard vetting, and it also gives me a chance to keep what I want to keep, you know. But,
and doing more things like this, doing more things like what the Samurai is doing, it gives you it's putting you in a lane of opportunities to do things like that. You dig what I'm saying? You putting them in, you putting them in people's faces that because some people got money, some people fanciers of these things. Yeah. Some people, you know, really into it, and they, you know, some people got money, so and they respect the work. They respect the work, you know what I mean? And you know, so you got to just put your dogs in a lane where those things can happen. That's all it is to me. Like, you know what I mean? Like, that's all.
Yeah, no, because you know what I'm saying is, okay, let's look at it from a broad perspective. Let's go over to the Frenchies. Let's go over to, you know, the exotic bullies. Let's go over to, you know, the King Shepherd. Let's go over to these other breeds that, you know, health qualities don't meet, you know, realistic standards. And these dogs going for 20, 30,000 behind the color. What kind of, you know what I'm saying? And this and that. These dogs, you know what I'm saying? And you think about it, like, how much time are you putting into that? All this stuff is fad driven. You know what I'm saying? Most of these dogs haven't even had a full 20-year generation lifespan. So you can't tell me about this dog, but I can tell you about these dogs. I can tell you about some other dogs, other breeds, you know what I'm saying? So that's what I'm saying when we start talking about the time and effort and all that stuff that people put into these dogs. And I 1000% agree with Hard Finish, because he said something else too. He said, can't nobody put a price on your time, but at the same time, if you really into this breed, your price is going to match your experiences and quality of the dog. And that is the main factor, because those dogs aren't going to be anything if you don't have any experience. And I'm not saying that like I got all the experience, but I'm just hypothetically speaking as far as this breed versus these other breeds, these exotic breeds, going 20, 30,000. Shoot, I read something from a book in here last year sometime. It's called The Heart of a Fighter. were overseas in I can't remember what Asian country it was. I think it was Taiwan. They matching dogs legally. You know what I'm saying? Legally, and this is written by a muscle fitness writer or whatever. In his experience, he said, now I don't know if it's true. You could take it with a grain of salt. They bought a dog from right here in Texas, one of our dogs, for $1 million. I can go read it again.
I can believe it.
So
hey,
I'm
bro,
just saying, like, you know, so I'm saying when you start, and I'm sure, you know, of course, it's got to have a history to it. The reason why they spend that money, but at the same time, these things happen.
Yes, they do.
And they're looking at these Frenchies that ain't even making a full lifespan. They not making it to 5 years old. And then what's the functionality of it? These dogs can save your life. They can put food on your table. They can be a producer for you, and you living your life for these dogs, man. I know boys right now that all they do is dogs from the time they get up to the time they go to sleep. You know what I'm saying? But
see, our community, see, we come from a tradition of working man, different things like that. So it's kind of shunned upon in our community to, you know, try to get the high dollar for your dogs. You immediately get put into like you in it for the money, the peddling stage, all those things get shot at you. But it's really about somebody wanting and demanding respect on their product. That's all. And like the more of us do that, the more of us be able to do that, we can dictate certain things. You know what I mean? You can dictate certain things. But like to each his own, man. It's always to each his own, because these dogs always gonna be given away, sold for cheap prices and all that. That will not stop nothing, though. It's not gonna stop nothing, because you still can demand what you want for your product. That's all it is to it.
And that's all I'm saying, man. Because when you saying you want 17,000 for it, man, if somebody want that dog, they'll come with that 17,000. Now, for me to sit up there and be on the outside and be like, Toyo, man, you tripping, dog. I can't say that, because I don't know what, you know what I'm saying? This your time, this your effort, this everything that you put into it. I can be like, man, that's out of my price range, and I can do my own thing.
Yes, and you're right. And but a person like me doing that and putting that out there in the public like that, I gotta be willing to take people saying, man, what the fuck is that nigga talking about? He's going crazy. You know what I mean? Like, I gotta be willing to take that too. You understand?
Yeah. You know what I'm saying? But like, with that being said, you know, man, hold up, man. We gotta go to these comments, man. Cause Hardfish going in, man. He going in, man. You know, I gotta give him some respect. Yo, he said, if I'm letting pups go, they going out soon. They ready. He said it's a difference between dealing with the public and letting pups go to experienced hands. Salute.
That's a fact.
That's a big fact.
Yeah, that's a real fact.
Especially dealing with these dogs. You know what I'm saying?
We almost prefer giving them to somebody in good hands.
Yes.
That's valuable. That's valuable.
Yes. Yeah. And just imagine if you were giving it to somebody, you know, a newcomer, and you know that you're gonna have to walk them through a whole bunch of stuff they dedicated or whatever the case may be, and they sincerely want it. You know what comes with it. You know the time you're gonna have to invest them in everything. So when you said 17,000, I said, yeah, that sounds about right. You know what I'm saying? Because you said it right after. You said you buy that, you get me with that 17,000. You know what I'm saying?
They got, you know, I mean, that's just me. I'm going, I'm a back mind. I'm a back mind with myself. You know what I mean? And for somebody that believing in me and paying that type of money, shit, I gotta go back with them. I got, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Salute. They believing in me, I'm believing in them. You know what I mean? Like, let's go get it. You feel me?
Yeah. I'm just going through these comments, and Hard Finish saying what I mean by that is if you got a litter for sale and they got great pairs, but you only had the dame inside selling pups, I'm not buying from you. And that's what I'm saying, man. Like I would just say, like, you got like something like that. I'm talking about, you know, someone who's sincerely like got generations in on their yard that they can look at. That's sincerely they dogs. But I'm just hypothetically speaking. He say my dogs have a price of demand, but it's different for each individual buyer. That is correct.
Yes, sir.
And yes, you said Buck posted a Frenchie with $1 million price tag. I don't think it meant someone paid that. That's correct. You know what I'm saying? Like that, you could market whatever you want to market. Market at $1 billion. If somebody buy it. You know how many food man.
Some people with money, just they like to buy stuff that other people can't even get. So sometimes it's like that too. You know what I mean? People just like to buy stuff because they got money and they want their money. Like, you can't get this. There's a lot of people like that too. You know what I mean? So
yeah,
don't be scared to raise them prices up on people, man. Don't be scared to raise them prices up on people.
Because this exclusivity. Yeah, because this is what I'm saying. Like, when you start talking about dogmen, or you start talking about people with experience in these dogs, probably more experienced than you might be willing to give them a dog. It might not even be a price tag tied to it. It might be a whole collaboration coming up or whatever. But if you putting all this work into these dogs, and then you're going to sell these dogs to the public, coming up and you're going to hold them and make sure that these dogs are good to go, the whole nine, they meet the standard of what you want from your program, and you're going to push it to the public. And then you got some idiot go down there and make a dumb mistake, you know what I'm saying? Just do some dumb stuff, whatever the case may be. And I'm talking about neglect as far as the crazy stuff that you see on the news or whatever the case may be. It's got, you know what I'm saying? It's got a trail to it. So if I was sincerely pushing to the public, yeah, it's got a price tag to it. But you know what I'm saying? But like, as far as people who are active in the breeding programs or doing their own thing or really highly experienced, is a different, like he said, the price tag is different. But if I'm just like Toyo said, if it's going public and you want this dog, man, 17,000, wow. You know what I'm saying? Because I don't know what you gonna do. You can sign whatever you want to sign. You can do whatever you want to do, say whatever you want to do. But if your ass make that news, boy, you know what I'm saying? So I'm just looking at it from a logical perspective as far as trying to push these dogs to the public, moving in the future. If somebody put a high price, my bad, Dre. If somebody put a high price tag on something, you know what I'm saying? And I'm not gonna say, man, they tripping. I'm just be looking like I ain't paying it.
All right. So look, we had the hour mark, and this morning I have to really shut down because I got to go in early. We have yet to show the dog of the week, and we do have a dog of the week winner this week. All right. That dog is coming from MKN Bottoms. Salute to MKN Bottoms for the dog of the week.
Hey,
you know
salute.
Big salute, man. Big shout out to him, man. We appreciate you. You know what I'm saying? This dog is Lola, an 11-year-old retired catch dog.
Yeah.
And so Lola will be in the competition tomorrow against all the other dogs a week for dog of the month. So we should be up against Judge, you know what I'm saying? She'll be up against Hattori Hanzo, and she'll be up against Chainsaw. So yeah, man, I had to put that out there. But look, Big A and Big Hill, you know what I'm saying? I'm gonna go ahead and make y'all pass y'all rounds because I literally got to get in the truck and go straight in for this PT test.
Okay. All right. You ain't got to do all that much because you're an old man now. So you just got to do about 5 push-ups, roll around on the ground a couple of times, do a couple of steps, and you good to go, man.
Hey, not too much. Y'all brothers laugh a little bit too hard at that, man.
Nah, man, you know I'm messing with you, bro. But Yeah, man. You know what it is. It's your boy Big A, man. We going to the cookout, man. I know Toyo got something to throw good on the grill, man. You know me. I'm bringing my potato salad with the raisins.
Goddamn potato salad and raisins.
Yeah, and my green bean casserole. Hey, I'm trying to put a little twist to it this time. I'm adding a little bacon to the green bean casserole. So y'all tune in for that. You know what I'm saying?
Yo, hey Dre, hey for the cookout, yeah, Big A arm on this. For the cookout, can you put up Max Dugan on the screen for me for the cookout? Max Dugan.
All right. Yeah, man. And then for the rest of y'all, man, you know what I'm saying? Y'all know how we end the show, man. We come in, we give y'all that Christian watchword and then the Neo Dogman chant, and then we out. You know what I'm saying? Typically, it's a nice jam at the end of the show, too. You know what I'm saying? So stay by, listen to our Shogun beats, and salute. But for those of y'all who will bow your heads in agreement with me. May the Lord watch between you and me while we are absent, one from another. Amen.
Amen.
For the love of the dogs.
For the love of the
game. Peace.
Yeah. Another day, another mile. Out here in wreckage rain about Samurai Kennels, Shogun Army, Digital Dog Show ready. Let's work. Let's work. Early in the morning, leash in my hand. Me and Machon, 2 soldiers on this land. Miles on the pavement, rain or shine. She moving like a bloodline on the line. Slate meal whirling like the wheel of time. Flirt pole snapping, keep a razor sharp mind. Ain't no shortcut to the crown we chasing. Every drop of sweat is a throne we creating. Built from the bottom, raised through the fight. Michonne moving silence, but her presence ignite. Shogun blood in the veins, battle in her breath. We train for the war, they train for the gram and flip. Built by the miles, forged by the grind. Shogun army rise, we leave the fake behind. Digital Dog Show, real dogs, real pride. Running mile after mile till the spirit collide. Ain't no love in the lazy, no crown for the weak. Only scars on the ones who got dreams to keep. Slight meal sessions, flirt pole wars, conditioned by pressure. We breaking through doors. She don't bark much, but her work loud. She don't need a chain, she command the crowd. From the dirt roads to the digital stage, Michonne earn her respect with every page. No fake pedigrees, no false tales. Only real warriors with real trails. This Shogun life ain't built for show. It's built in the mornings when the real ones go. Built by the miles, forged by the grind. Shogun army rise, we leave the fake behind. Digital Dog Show, real dogs, real pride. Running mile after mile till the spirit collide. Bigger than ribbons, it's bigger than trophies. It's about legacy. Samurai Kennels, Shogun Army. We built by the miles. Bigger than ribbons, it's bigger than trophies. It's about legacy. Samurai Kennels, Shogun Army. We built by the mile.